Greetings, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes and answer two questions. One, what does it mean to seek first the kingdom? And two, why did Jesus ask us to seek first the kingdom? So, what does it mean to seek first the kingdom? In order to answer that question, you could take an hour to answer that question, but to sum up what it means to seek first the kingdom, when Jesus said seek first, he was establishing a priority. So to seek first the kingdom is something we do that is our number one priority. To seek is to pursue, to go after. In the context of a teacher telling you to seek first a subject, it would imply that the teacher was referring to studying, receiving information within a specific topic. Jesus, after all, was called a rabbi, and he was a teacher, no doubt. He was more than that, but he was a teacher. So when a teacher says, seek first the kingdom, the implication is to pursue an area of study as your number one priority. Now, what is the kingdom? This is a question that should be answered in a much broader context than I'm going to answer, but for the sake of time, I'm going to answer the question, what is the kingdom, by simply stating it is information of the whole. Its essence is of the whole. The kingdom is the whole. Everything else is its parts. So when we seek first the kingdom, we seek first the king's domain, which is the whole. Now, because the kingdom is invisible, and I would add invisible to the carnal mind, which we all live out of the carnal mind until our minds are renewed. Because of that fact, the kingdom is invisible. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. How does evidence appear to things that are not seen? By providing sight. And so, when we seek first the kingdom, we are bringing faith, which is a belief system. We're building and developing a belief system that changes our mind to the point that it brings appearance of things that are invisible. In this context, the kingdom. So to seek first the kingdom is to seek first the whole. Why did Jesus ask us to seek first the kingdom? Why didn't he tell us to seek first his love or his salvation or his grace? I mean, those are some pretty magnificent attributes that if I was God, I would be telling people to seek after. But Jesus knew the means through which we enter his kingdom in experience is by receiving information of the kingdom. God created the human brain. He knows that in order to see something, there needs to be a neuronal correlate prior to the existence of the thing appearing to us. So if I look out there in this world and I see what I see, which is a sky with clouds and trees and a parking lot with cars, I only see that because I have a neuronal correlate. I have a structure in the brain that brings the appearance of that facet of the external world. The only reason why I'm not seeing the realm of the kingdom is because I have yet to renew my mind with the information that provides the neuron structures of the brain with the consciousness of that existing reality. The absence of the reality does not mean it's not there. It just means that the neuronal correlates have yet to be conditioned or patterned in my brain. Do not conform to the pattern of this world. I believe Paul was referring to, or the Holy Spirit through the Apostle Paul was providing us a key. And neuroscientists, I believe, are going to discover this first. Because consciousness is a pattern. It's a pattern of the brain that is responsible for a single experience. Every experience we have, every single experience we have, has a corresponding pattern that gives way to the appearance of the thing. And so, to sum up, this is my favorite subject right now. I've devoted many months, full-time hours to studying the neuronal correlates of consciousness, or the theory of consciousness that I believe will be known as the discovery of the physical structure of consciousness. But anyway, to sum up, to seek first the kingdom is to seek first information of the whole. When we do, it provides evidence to things not seen by bringing the appearance of the at present invisible things, which is the kingdom. Now, I can seek first the supernatural realm, and the supernatural realm will appear to me, but it will be outside of the domain of Christ, because whenever we seek first anything other than the kingdom, we open ourselves up to receiving outside of the will of the Father. But when we seek first the kingdom, we provide the brain with information responsible for bringing the appearance of the kingdom to our subjective reality, our personal reality. Beloved, we've been given keys to the kingdom that will accelerate the existence in the kingdom, the church moving into the kingdom. We've been given keys of the kingdom that will usher the church, a body of believers, into a realm of existence that is so transformational that the world will be drawn to that group of people. And it begins by seeking first the kingdom. remaining in the discipline of seeking first the kingdom to the point where the appearance of the kingdom not only becomes an experience, but an abiding reality. When an individual does that, it's a good thing. When a group of disciples do it, the result is cultural transformation. And so I pray that the Lord raise up a group and groups of disciples that are committed and disciplined to seek first the kingdom long enough for the kingdom to not only appear in an experience, but that group begin to abide. When they do is when they will begin to be taught how to live a life of only doing what they see the Father doing. That's for another video, but I love you guys. I'm really excited about what the Lord's doing in this nation and in His remnant, His called out ones that will be the conduits through which the great harvest will be caught and brought into the kingdom. Blessings.